first things they may think of is the Statue of Liberty. It stands on a small island in New York Harbor. Many people visit the Statue of Liberty every year, but not everyone can climb up it.
If you want to do that, you have to make a reservation. The Statue of Liberty is a huge copper statue of a woman who is dressed in robes and wearing a crown. She holds a flaming torch in her right hand and a large stone tablet in her left hand. There is a broken chain on the ground by her feet.
The Statue of Liberty was given to the United States as a gift from France to celebrate the United States 100th birthday. It was built in 1884 in France. Then it was sent in pieces by boat to the United States in 1885. Then it was put up in 1886. At first, it was brown, since it was made out of copper. However, about 15 years after it was put up, it turned green, as copper usually does, and it has been that color ever since.
Cars make life better and easier for millions of people. But unfortunately, every year, thousands of people get killed in car accidents. People figured out how to make cars safer so that fewer people get killed. However, some people believe that cars won't be safe until people stop driving them.
For many years, scientists have been trying to invent a safe driverless car, but they haven't been very successful. Recently, the scientists from the internet company Google have created their own driverless car, which have successful so far. The car is controlled by the computer that use cameras, lasers, and maps to see the road.
So that they know where to go, how fast it should go, and when it must stop. Google driverless cars has been safely driving on roads for a few years without any cars accidents. Google scientists know that the driverless cars are safer than cars driven by people, but it may take a long time to let everyone trust their driverless cars.
When people think of China, one of the first things they might think is the Great Wall. Actually, the Great Wall was not one long wall, and it wasn't built all at one time. Instead, the Great Wall was a set of walls, 8,850 kilometers long, that was built over a period of 2,000 years.
At the northern edge of the Chinese Empire, the first set of walls has been built about 2,500 years ago. These walls has been built by different local warlords to protect against other warlords whom they were fighting. During the Qin Dynasty, one part of walls has been built to protect against other foreign attackers.
Later dynasty added to and repaired the Qing Dynasty walls, but no new walls were built for almost 1,000 years. Then, during the Ming Dynasty, the last part of the Great Wall were built. Today, most of the Great Wall has been destroyed. Most of the part of the Great Wall that have left are from the Ming Dynasty.
For thousands of years, people used dogs for transportation in places where there is snow on the ground for most of years. The person who drives the sled, called musher, must pick the team of dogs carefully. It's important to choose the dogs that run fast and can pull the sled far. The musher must also know how to line up the dogs. The smartest and fastest dog, collie dogs, are put in the front. The swing dogs are behind the lead dog. It's their job to turn the sled. Wheel dogs are in the back, right in front of the sled. They need to pull the sled out of the snow, so they must be the strongest.
Dogs between the wheel dog and swing dog are called team dogs. Siberian Husky or Alaskan Malamutes are two popular dogs breeds to use as sled dog because they are
strong, and because they have a heavy coat of fur which to protect them from cold and wind.
When people think of India, the Taj Mahal is one of the first things they may think of. The Taj Mahal is a group of building and garden that an emperor built after his third wife died. He started building it in 1632 and didn't finish until 22 years later.
Now, the Taj Mahal is one of the biggest tourist sites in India. Every year, between 2 million and 4 million tourists visit the Taj Mahal. Most people came to see the tomb where the emperor and his wife are buried.
The top sits on a large square placed in the middle. It is made of marble and sandstone, and it is decorated with many beautiful and colorful stones and crystals which were brought to India from all around Asia. The top has 8 slides, 4 long slides and 4 short ones. There are 5 tops on top of the temple.
One large dome at the center, which is shaped like an onion, and 4 much smaller ones. At each corner of the base, there is a tower. Because the tomb is symmetrical, it doesn't matter which side you look it from. The tomb looks exactly the same.